I'm going to watch, like, here are the 10 fragrances you need this summer. And I'm going to watch every, like, 10 fucking 10 different versions of that.
I've watched so many TikToks about, like, here's how you upgrade your Nerf guns to have more PSI. I don't have a Nerf
Russell,
gun,
dude,
but I watch them like, that's good. That's good.
My
You gotta
God, I've never loved you or anyone more right now.
Hello. Welcome to Bubble Boy. Waiting for my guest to come back from the bathroom. Once again recording at the historic Alexander Building, the public house pub located in the beautiful Alexander Building. My guest today, Jeff Nelson. He's peeing, but we gotta get started recording. So, you know, maybe he's doing more than peeing. Who's to say? But we gotta get started. Got a hard cutoff at 7 o'clock. So gotta open the doors for the one and only Pikes Punks comedy show here down in beautiful Colorado Springs, Colorado. Good lineup. Buy tickets to see me featuring for Mike Hammock June 9th at Comedy Works. Hello.
Sorry, man.
You're good.
People contemplating.
Don't worry, I'm just testing everything to make sure it works. Good. And it all works.
All right, what do we got?
We got ourselves a Barron's Sassparilla.
And this is soda, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You ever had a Sassparilla?
No, man, that doesn't sound like soda at all.
It's old-timey soda.
No, it sounds like, it sounds like it should be on one of the fancy drink menus.
A fancy drink, a mocktail?
Well, yeah. Well, no, Sassparilla.
Yeah.
He'll have an old-fashioned. I'll have a Sarsaparilla. Is kind of the vibe I'm getting. Are we recording?
It's just going.
Oh,
I was just testing
Christ.
stuff.
All right.
We didn't officially
We're
start
not
necessarily.
Do you
want all that in?
No,
With
we're
just
not
no
putting
audio?
my Sarsaparilla riffing
No,
in there.
Sarsaparilla riffing's good.
Not at all, man. Oh, my good God. Absolutely not.
Get in there.
We're not
going
to start with a swing and a miss here.
I was just testing, but we could just... This will be a fun, hard cut into just the middle of a conversation.
Absolutely, man. Yeah. I'm all for it.
Well, hey, Jeff.
Russell.
How are you, sir?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Do you have any jokes about Sarsaparilla you want to try out?
No, I think I already burned
You're
through
good?
those, so
You're good?
I think I'm all good, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. This is good stuff, though. So what are you, an aficionado of the sodas, or do you live near a soda shop?
I live-ish near a soda
okay.
shop. There's actually, it's called Rocket Fizz. There's the same one is
know
outside
Rocket
of
Fizz.
It's right outside of Comedy Works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have gumdrops.
They have gumdrops.
And whatever.
And
just
goo
a bunch of
and
shit. Yeah.
slime.
It's just, I was like, where were you guys when I was 10? Is there caffeine in this? Because
I don't know.
that could help.
Do you need a boost?
Oh, the sugar should be good enough. Let's do this, dude.
Yeah, get in there. Have a Sarsaparilla. I don't see caffeine in here.
No, it's not, but I had a little bit of tea beforehand here.
Are you
being rude? Why don't you? I opened that for you.
Oh, what
There
a
you
charming
go.
guest.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
just I can't shake the whole.
You're quite the
Midwestern.
Here, let me.
There you go.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You're quite the gentleman. Thank you.
Thank you.
All of your Instagram messages, very flirty in nature.
Yeah, I like anytime I can form, because I'm single right now and like I'm not looking to get involved. I'm in the working on myself phase.
That sucks.
So all my flirting has to be taken out on like dude friends.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of BBs. I sent you a BB.
You sent me a BB.
Pretty sure I did.
You sent me two.
Probably
I think.
like hot boy, sexy boy.
Yeah.
These are common ones.
You said
And
bubble boy with an I at the end.
Yeah.
Very flirty.
All right. Well, it's good to finally be here. Yeah, men can flirt with each other. Like,
That's fine.
The best with the best. Like, yeah, my game is awesome
With
when it comes
dudes.
to monogamous dude relationships. But then when it comes to women, I'll be like, how's your day? You know,
Every
how's it going?
every married guy I know we have a pseudo-sexual relationship.
100%.
But yeah, if my wife ever died, I would never know how to talk to a woman.
Yeah, dude, when you're out of the game that long, how long you guys been married?
We've been married for 13 years.
Dude, that's
And no, that's crazy. No, we've been dating for that long. We got married when we were 21. I'm 29. We've been married for 8 years.
that's really good.
Yeah, we've been dating for 13.
See, and that's like the kind of unwritten thing that's the leverage that she has on you. She hasn't said it outright, but if you ever was like, I'm done with this, you'd be like, you know you can't talk to women after this. You know you're done.
A while where when I first started doing comedy, she would stay at home and watch Mad Men.
Okay.
Have you seen Mad Men?
I know of it.
The whole premise of the show is he does marketing, but he pretends to go on business trips so that he can have sex with other women. And my wife's like, that's definitely what you're doing. You're going,
wow.
She just watched it too much where she's like, I'm worried that you're going to Denver for comedy to have sex with women.
You're going to these breweries and performing for 10 people so you can. I mean, not that, but that's everybody's life.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to denigrate
like, look
your
at
comedy prowess.
Look at me. Look at how I'm dressed.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
What women am I picking up?
I mean,
who have I met?
Listen, you look nice is what the word. Yeah. You look nice.
Business professional.
100%. I trust you already with certain things. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I like that you're wearing the shirt that I used to make the poster.
Oh, what?
Meaning I feel like you have.
Oh, really?
Do you have 4 shirts?
I think I did see that.
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of clothes. All right. I've been in a phase.
And all of them say the ganja on it.
Yeah. All of them are chronic themed. They're all like Death Row record albums. But it is weird because I'm now at a place where I could buy clothes, but I haven't been there for,
you haven't been to
No,
clothes?
I haven't been in a position.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And being 42, even though that's weird that I'm wearing this, and I'm like, I can't find anything to wear, and I'm wearing like a 12-year-old's, you know what I'm saying? Like something fucking, like I ordered it online, and it was on my feed because your feed just, it knows you.
Yeah.
It's like, you listen to gangsta rap, don't you? I'm like, yeah. And then it was like, well, Hot Topic has these on pre-sale. I had to get
it's going out of business sale.
I had to get it on pre-sale and walk into a Hot Topic to pick it up as a 40-year-old man. Anyway,
I dress like you should be dressing.
Yeah, I know.
And vice
I don't know what
versa.
I'm doing. I'm like seeing myself on the on the thing.
Is that
I'm
too
like,
tempting to keep
no,
looking at yourself?
I love it. I'm pretty narcissistic. I mean, not in the personality disorder way.
Sure.
But yeah, if I see myself, I'm
Zoom
like,
calls,
"Jeez,
I
dude."
have to always blow up my little frame biggest on screen. That way it looks like I'm looking at the other people.
That's
but I'm
good.
looking at me to
And
make
you can
sure.
also like check your how you're coming. You know
I'm
what
making sure
saying?
that I'm coming across handsome and confident
Dude, I
for
mean,
the whole business call.
I just think that's something you don't really need to work on. Sorry, I
You're
keep
good.
doing this.
You're
man.
pretty good. This podcast is only going to be 20 minutes because we're going to end up making out halfway.
Yeah. What's your wife's name?
Lydia?
Lydia. Sorry. My bad, Lydia.
What do you got to do?
Just irresistible.
Have you had a sip of your sarsaparilla?
No, it's good. I like it. It's kind of like root beer.
It's kind of like root beer.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the whole gimmick, and then we don't have to talk about the soda anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about this. I mean, soda.
Big soda guy.
No, not really. Like I said, man, I'm old. I can't do cool things anymore. I can't live on the edge. Let me hide this vape, actually, real quick. No one needs to know about that.
You doing a lot of cool drugs, though?
Dude, it's been so long since I've done drugs.
That's
like
good.
Hard drugs.
A lot of people will go like, I'm not really a soda guy. It hurts my tummy. And like, I'm doing cocaine after the show.
Right, yeah.
So I'm glad that you're at least consistent.
It is weird because I'm at a place where my body doesn't really crave it like it used to.
Mm.
And even if there was a big occasion, I can't. I have no room to make mistakes. I'm 42. I cannot be wrong in anything. There's always something I have to fucking do the next day. But when I was like in a band and working at Pizza Hut, it was, you know what I'm saying? Let's go. I can do the job tomorrow. How hard is it to deliver a pizza? I gotta fill out reports, dude. I can't be doing cocaine and filling out reports.
I never got, like, the people that I know that do cocaine are all people who work, like, kind of part-time Pizza Hut kind of job.
Sure.
Like, you don't have the lifestyle to afford this.
Yeah,
You're not allowed to complain about, like, the minimum wage or whatever. It's like you're spending all your money on coke. That's kind of on you a little bit.
I have a friend that says that capitalism is the scourge of everything, and they just
also you're bad with money. So
yeah. And man, I love how I sound. I sound kind of Republican when I say that.
That's what happens when you come to the Springs.
Yeah, it kind of does, man.
There's something in the air. It's just in the power plant.
Oh my God. Well, there is that though, because when I was broke, I didn't buy shit. I didn't buy anything. Because I had like a year where my dad, he'll do my taxes. And he still does. I don't know what's gonna happen when he dies.
He doesn't have much longer.
No, I don't. Yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. But there was one year he was like, yeah, you owe, and the amount that he said was $6,500 more than I had set aside for taxes. You know what I'm saying? And that like changes you. And ever since then, I'm like never, ever again. And so I don't understand how people get into debt and not feel violated. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's not a good feeling.
When me and my wife, when we like first got married, we had a little bit of credit card debt, and we bought a car. So we were like $6,000 in for the car and some credit card debt. So we were like maybe $8,000 in total. And I felt it every day.
So
of like,
you know what I'm saying?
This debt is going to kill us.
Yeah.
And then I knew people who had not only college loans and car loans.
You
and
hear
like,
about people with real debt.
And then she went back to massage therapy school after she had already done optometry school.
Oh, wow.
And she's like, you are. And then they were working on like getting pregnant and going to the doctor and doing all kinds of stuff with that. It's like, you're hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I'm also going to go to massage therapy school now. I'm like, I'm not even 10 in the hole, and I every day can't sleep about it.
I know. Yeah, I don't get it. Some people aren't suicidal. I think when you get past a certain point, it's like the national debt.
Right. It doesn't mean anything anymore.
It doesn't mean anything anymore. Yeah. Some president's going to get me off the hook in the future. Dude, I'm selling. God, I sound so fucking Republican in the Springs.
This is good.
I voted for Biden. All right? I just want to make that clear. I wrote him in the ballot even when he wasn't. Okay? Best president of all time, Joe Biden. All right.
Mark it down.
Yeah, mark it down. Where's the timestamp on that?
13 minutes and 20 seconds.
We got to remember that. That's going on the gram.
That's going to be the clip that opens up the podcast. Joe Biden, greatest president of all time.
Oh, man. I wish people didn't give him so much shit.
What do you mean you wrote him in? What state were you in that didn't have him on the ballot?
No, I'm saying even when it was like Obama on the ticket, I was like, no, Biden, dude.
Oh, gosh. In 2008,
that's
you're
what
like,
I'm saying.
Get him in there, dude.
Dude, what are we doing here? All right?
Old Joe?
Yeah. Dude.
Tough on crime.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's funny when people really, they get into office later and they got to walk that shit back. Like crazy,
like,
dude.
I
Kamala.
love black people, actually.
Right,
Kamala, get in here.
Hey,
everyone.
all those families I ruined in the 80s, my bad, Like, I'm sorry.
It's tough to whoopsie-daisy. Like, that guy got 30 years
Dude,
for a gram of cocaine.
That's what I'm saying. Felony marijuana charges for a joint. I'm sorry. I was in a weird space.
I've grown.
Yeah.
And that's what's important.
But they never come out and say that. They always just say, actually, and then they make up some bullshit. I passed this or this or that. No, I want a politician to just be like, I fucked up, man. No, yeah, 3,000 children dead. Drones.
Might be. What can you do?
Yeah. I'll take that. When in basketball where the guy who fouls is like, that's me. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Yeah, that was me.
Right here.
That was me. Yeah, exactly.
I'll make it easy on you. That's a good president.
I'm saying we haven't had that yet.
Yeah.
And then the guy who is like Trump, he's just brutally honest about everything that's terrible. I don't know. But he doesn't. we don't need to get into that. You know,
He's
He's
not
ready to take the.
self-reflective, though.
No, he's not. No. No.
It would be nice instead of him calling other people gay if he was like,
I might be gay.
I've had gay feelings.
Yeah. I've had gay feelings.
I've had experiences. Like you're like, oh, okay, now we're me and
In the
Soros.
butt, very nice. I mean, for a little bit, but I don't know.
That was good Trump.
Thank you. Yeah, I was doing that shit before, like when he was on the ticket. Like so, before he was president, I had the.
I remember
You
when
got to
Donald
do the
Trump,
sideways.
Yeah,
That
when he was
Yeah.
running for president in like 2008. People forget he's been running for president for like a long time.
Oh,
He's tried a
man.
bunch of times.
What a model of perseverance, dude.
he
It's an
did it.
inspiration. Yeah.
Well, to know that you could come from so low and ascend so high.
No, that's what I'm saying, dude. That guy, like, didn't he work in like factories growing up, or wasn't he a factory? Wasn't he a metal fabricator? Wait, didn't he work in a steel mill? Or no,
In
the
a
coal
st-
mines. The coal mines. I'm sorry.
He
Trump.
He was in the steel unions in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was his background, man. Dude, that's why I voted for him.
This is good. This is good. Get it all out there. Get all of your political.
No, it's just if I ever get any hint of fame that these are gonna get spliced up.
Nothing you've said is bad.
I voted for Trump and I'll do it again.
You can't stop me.
Guy worked in the steel mills. You're gonna tell me he's not like us?
As long as you pretend you're joking, people will never know.
Yeah,
you can
that's
say, "I'll
true.
vote for Trump," and the people are like, "He's a fun little kidder,"
He's a funny
and then you
guy.
could do whatever you want. This whole
Yeah.
thing's a facade. It's all a ruse.
That's true. Wait, is my okay? I was looking at our sound files to make sure my volume was coming in correctly. Do you use a compressor on this afterwards to make
Yeah,
us sound really?
I'll do some loudness normalization.
Oh yeah, dude.
and then I'll do a
Oh
compression.
my God, he's speaking my language, dude.
I don't know what either of those are,
Oh,
but on a
I went
Reddit
to-
thread that's like how to podcast using Audacity.
Oh, okay,
Then
yeah.
I'm like, all right, loudness normalization, compress it.
Dude, I can mix this. I used to go to audio engineering school.
Really?
Yeah. And that was tough. Holy shit. So yeah, very intensive 2-year program. No summers off, anything like that. And a lot of weed, a lot of Adderall. That was great. That was fun. It's just a bunch of music geeks coming together in a studio, and you like when your assignment is to like mix a song and you can blaze in the parking lot. It's cool, but
Do they just give you like everyone gets the raw file?
Yeah.
And now it's on you to make it sound good.
Yes. And then you have this guy who's been playing jazz for 35 years just tell you that your mix is shit. You know what I'm saying? And like the less emphatically he says it, you know,
Yeah.
he'll say it all the way to the end, but you know, you'll pass when he's just like, it's shit. You know what I'm
Like, okay, that's
all right, that's great.
that wasn't as aggressive as he normally is.
That's exactly.
Did you do anything with that? Were you like a cool radio DJ?
No,
or
I didn't do
anything?
shit with it, man. I should pay my parents back for that schooling. I mean,
Every time you get a tax return, your dad's like, I know that's not coming back.
Yeah. I was in like after I graduated college, I didn't know what the fuck I wanted to do. I had an English degree, which is good
Brutal.
for nothing. Yeah, and yeah, my mom is one of those people, bless her heart, that like instead of just being like, you need to fucking figure this out, she'll just try to like show me things that you could do this. You know what I'm saying? And she did it with the audio engineering school. And I was in bands and stuff too. And since I couldn't play an instrument, I was like, well, maybe that will make me useful
Yeah.
to people. So, I mean, I put it to use. Like, I produced a pretty dope album for a reputable band in Kansas City, the band I was in. But
Do you get money if people listen to that?
No, because our
okay.
leader doesn't know how to set that shit up.
Then
anyway.
don't plug it. Don't plug it.
Yeah,
if you don't
yeah,
get
yeah.
money,
I don't even know if it's on Apple
Spotify
Music
or anything?
anymore. It used to be. And then I've done like some of my own, like during the pandemic especially, we were all losing our minds, okay? And I decided, I was like, I'm going to try and start a YouTube.
Oh.
And so I made a couple like silly songs and music videos. So I wouldn't have been able to do that If
Are
it's
any
at
of
a
those
school.
public facing?
Uh-huh.
All right, good.
Oh.
Well, I'll do a little research afterwards. You might want to get those on private before I get home.
Yeah, I might have to. 'Cause there was
By
a
the time you get back up to Denver, I'm going to have
Dude,
all of
there's
those.
one where I made it was like when the pandemic hit, and like I made just to say it out loud it's tough. I made a song where I'm technically, I guess, rapping, and I'm telling people like the chorus, the words are like "stay the fuck back." It's not in that cadence,
Sure.
but yeah, if you got COVID, and then the chorus after that, the second part of the hook is. It doesn't matter. But at the time, dude, when it came out, everyone was like, "Whoa, this is fucking hilarious. This is awesome, dude. This is so well done," and blah 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 blah. And I watched it in the last year. Like I was dating someone, and I showed it to them because they were interested in what I was doing. And then where you watch something, but you watch it through what you imagine their perspective is.
1,000%.
Yeah. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh, God, I need to fucking kill myself. Dude, if she fucks me after this, wow.
You got to keep her.
Yeah, no, I'm saying.
She loves you.
Yeah. And there's also a song about the Chiefs
Got a
making
lot of
it to the
school
Super Bowl, dude.
Okay.
And that one I hated when I dropped it, but now I watch it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, so hindsight's funny.
I do like doing stand-up.
Yeah.
Bombing doesn't really bug me. It's a part of the job, whatever. I could not imagine ever doing karaoke. That
Dude,
scares
yeah.
the shit out of me.
I
And there's something about I know comedy's harder and maybe bombing is but there's something that's I don't know,
To
more
me,
vulnerable.
yes.
There's something so much more vulnerable.
Yes, 100%.
About doing your best to
I'm
sing
gonna
a song.
try. Yeah, I'm gonna try to sing this, and how I perceive. Do you sing alone or? Do you,
Alone in my car.
yeah.
Yeah.
And you're it when you're doing that.
I'm
Dude,
not that
I'm
bad.
so emotive right now.
Yeah.
I got feelings, and they're just being expressed. And then.
There's hand motions.
Dude,
involved.
I got songs where, dude, I can hand motion to, Dr. Dre all day. Listen, but yeah, doing it in front of a crowd I've only done it less than 5 times in my life.
So you have done it.
I have done it.
Do you have a song, or have you done a different one every time?
Oh God, I was in my Stones phase and I did Satisfaction, but I sounded like garbage, so I started making little sex noises throughout.
Right, you realize you're doing bad, so then you try and make it funny
Yeah,
halfway through.
exactly. It's like if you're losing in Mario Kart, you just start driving backwards and shit. That's kind of.
I didn't even care. I didn't
I
actually
don't even fucking care.
This is
dumb.
stupid, actually.
Music's stupid. What?
You're just being a sore loser at karaoke.
Yeah. Let's see that and another Stones song. Oh God, Beat It. Michael Jackson's Beat It when I was in high school, and the fact that I was doing karaoke, period, was my.
Did you say the N-word?
As it is said and Beat It, as Michael Jackson repeats
I'm not
multiple
saying that
times.
it's in Beat It. I'm just asking if you said it.
I don't think the N-word's in that song, Russell.
I'm not saying it's in the song. I'm
you're
asking
just
if
saying
you said it.
all of my karaoke experiences?
No, in Beat It.
No.
Okay.
It's not in the...
I know it's not in the song. I'm just making sure you didn't say it. I never said it's in the song. I'm making sure that you didn't say it.
What do we... Have I been listening to the censored version? Is there a fucking hardcore version?
You've
of
been
Beat It
listening to
out
the
there?
radio edit your entire life.
That's funny. The thought of someone just artificially inserting
I just thought
racial slurs.
It just felt in the moment. I just felt
into
like
the greatest selling pop album of all time. Someone just putting the N-word in Ariana Grande songs or whatever. It's just what do we?
It just in the moment it took me.
Yeah.
She gets darker by the year. You ever see those pictures they put side by side of her on Disney Channel, and she looks like me.
Oh.
And then every year she just gets a little bit fake tanner and fake tanner.
Oh, she's reverse Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We haven't seen that.
No.
Someone
have you
who
ever
starts where MJ ended.
Yeah.
And then works backwards
Goes-
into being a black person.
Have you seen? There's a Swedish lady. I can't remember her name, but she's a Swedish lady, and she is transracial.
Oh no.
She's
I didn't know
hello, I'm from Sweden,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, I'm an African American.
Oh,
so she is
man.
like blonde hair, blue eyes, and she has gotten like eye pigment surgery, melanin injections.
Man, I know it's played out, but sometimes, we need to be stopped.
We've
with
gone
white
too
people.
far.
Yeah, I just.
But yeah, she's like, no, it's about how you feel.
Okay.
it's like it's not about how you were born or genetics or anything like that. It's just about a feeling in your heart of hearts.
That's interesting because that that line of thought, that a lot of transgender people
Yeah.
feel like that, but no one's ever done that with race.
Yeah.
So she took that.
She's just
and
getting ahead of the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's just on the cutting edge.
Yeah, I feel like transgenderism obviously support and be what you want to be, but I feel like that's like a little entitled and disrespectful.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
I think, and she's not even doing the voice. She's still being Swedish.
Oh my God.
She's not even doing. Like you're kind of 1 foot in.
Right. So you're not like hip in any way.
No.
You haven't really taken anything from black culture at all. You haven't appropriated anything. But you're going to appropriate the identity of a black person. That's
It's crazy. Look it up. Yeah. Transracial Swedish lady, whatever her name is.
I mean, that is
It's
cutting
insane.
edge. I'll give it to I didn't know that was an option.
I don't think it is.
I-
I think she's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't
no,
think it
I
is
think
an
she
option
is.
regularly.
Oh, man. Rachel Dolezal. You remember her?
Yeah.
That was bad. Yeah. Wow. Rachel Dolezal crawled so this Swedish lady could just sprint
Could fly.
with just the dumbest fucking idea I've ever heard. All right.
Rachel Dolezal. What? Because that was before.
That
she
was
was
Obama
before. She
administration.
was before like COVID / canceling culture, that whole thing. I think for a while everyone was just like, "Yeah, we know.
What?
Let her keep going."
It was kind of like that.
No one was like, "Okay, stop her." Everyone was like,
no.
whatever.
No, everyone was like, that's fucking weird, but whatever. That was the
It was just like,
consensus.
white people be tripping.
Yeah. That was it.
As far as
She
it
made
went.
it on some late night monologues, and we were like, that's fucking weird. And then we just let it go.
She's still out there probably doing the same
Yeah.
thing.
No one's. That's funny. She missed the cancel. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Yeah, she missed that radar.
And that used to be everyone. Now, just be like, that's weird as shit.
yeah,
okay.
that's fucking.
It was a clip
You're-
on
yeah,
Tosh.0, and then you'd move on to the
right.
next
You just
thing.
watch something, and you're like, I would never say that, but whatever. Yeah.
I wouldn't say
That's-
that in that
That's
song.
pretty wild.
So you did beat it. You did the Stones. Did you impress anyone with your
No.
karaoke? Did anyone go home
No.
with you? Did you get a free drink at the
No,
bar?
nothing like that's ever happened to me from music. Wait a minute. Actually, let me take that back. I played tambourine in the band I was talking about when I was saying I'll be audio engineering to make myself useful because I couldn't play an instrument, but my buddy.
He just wanted you in.
Well, it started with, and we were already friends before that, and then he had a gig, and he, like, Brody Buster, shout out to Brody Buster, you can look him up. He has some wild clips, man, because he was like a prodigy as a child on the harmonica. So
Interesting.
he has been on some weird shows. He has a cameo on Baywatch Nights. Okay, I think he was on Leno. There's a clip with him accompanying Chaka Khan at the Montreux Jazz Festival.
That's crazy.
With Quincy Jones directing
That's
and Quincy
nuts.
Jones bringing him, introducing him. So he was pretty established, but somehow we became friends. He went to my high school, and I had already graduated. I still had some friends. They were younger. I met him through them. Anyway, so there was a gig that he had, and when I was in college, where he said, I don't want to fucking do this shit alone, man. Do you have your tambourine? And I did. So I just played on the, you know what I'm saying? Just played on the 4 or whatever. And then that turned into, like, I just weaseled my way in. Because I hadn't been on stage, man, but I knew I wanted to be. And I couldn't sing for shit. So that's how I weaseled myself on stage. I say all that to say I got laid as a tambourine player, man. That has happened. And
That's nuts.
There's a certain, and I know I want to slut shame them, but I did have some crazy hair, and I was on the hair and the tambourine and maracas, and I can keep a beat. You know what I'm saying? And bless their hearts. I think, you know what I mean. Like,
you get one more
like
instrument
really
there.
demeaning, man. But I'm just saying, like, it's wild to think about.
If you did tambourine, maracas, and then like I don't know, a djembe or something like that, you're in Santana.
Now you're a percussionist.
Yeah,
exactly. So that, I had some good times in that little era. So I've had that, but nothing from karaoke, nothing from singing, just that. That's the power of music right there.
Wow.
Yeah.
And someone saw that and was like, I have to make him
I gotta
mine.
have him. I gotta. What's he
him
doing
mine.
tonight? Fuck the guys who have worked for years
do
on end.
anything.
Yeah.
The guy whose whole thing is that he's good with his mouth.
100%. No, I want the hand guy.
Yeah.
Not even using his fingers, just holding on to this shit. Yeah, I can. How is this gonna translate into anything? It's not. But it worked out for me.
That's good.
Might have just been because of raw charisma and just I'm sorry, man. I gotta stop.
Yeah.
I gotta
Before you say
stop.
anything incriminating.
Yeah. You just change the topic because I'm gonna bury myself here.
There you go. Take your sweet time. Take a nice big gulp.
Mm-hmm.
Excited for tonight's show. It's a little lighter because it's Memorial Day weekend, and I never know how holidays are going to affect shows.
Yeah.
But it's always a good crowd. They're always fun. They're
The
always down to have a
lineup's
good
dope.
time.
I'm gonna tell you what, though, man. I mean, So were you raised in the Springs?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't leave. Then.
No.
You're entrenched.
Yeah.
I have a snotty attitude about the Springs. I make this drive, that hour-long drive. I pass so many trucks who just stay in the left lane. That's a long time to just be mad at a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I get here. Actually, have a lot of fun with the crowds. You know what I'm saying? I just can never live here, and I can't wait to leave.
Yeah. That's everyone who's ever done this show.
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
You're
No,
100%
I didn't
right.
mean for that to come off that sincere, because I was like hoping that you would laugh and be like, "Wow, that's
No, I
wild."
wanted
But no,
it-
you were just like,
No, I can.
"No, marinate in that,
Yeah,
Jeff. You're
let's
an
let
asshole.
all sit in
You're
it.
an elite. This is why Trump won. You're a piece of shit."
You're a liberal elitist.
I
from
know.
Your big city.
Yeah, dude, my big Cap Hill existence, dude. We're so
Because
elevated.
you've lived in Denver for, a year and a half or
Yeah, long enough to know that yoga's good for you.
whatever. How long
know.
have you lived in Denver now?
It's been about 6 years, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not as recent as I thought it was. Because
No.
you were from
Kansas City. Yeah. And then been finally getting some traction in the Denver area.
We did it.
Yeah,
40 years in.
dude.
We finally,
man,
someone finally
cracked
cares.
the code, man. I think they saw me and they're like, if he doesn't harass if he can make it 4 years without any allegations with that haircut, we'll give him a shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That is, say what you will about Colorado Springs and our comedians and the level of talent and how not great they are and how our shows aren't good
some of my
and all
favorite.
that.
Okay, whatever.
However, I don't think anyone's raped anyone down here. So,
Hey, man,
Take that,
that's all-
Denver.
yeah, I love that. I do love that.
I don't think
'cause
anyone's been raped.
Denver, that's amazing. Denver does need to get knocked down a peg, and so I like that you have that. You're like, yeah,
That's
okay,
our one thing we
yeah, it
always have.
smells, but we don't molest people. So
No
what do you
one's-
want to talk about?
No one's
fucking
viciously assaulted a woman.
yeah,
That's cool.
I
I mean, that I know. Of. Maybe she's just not telling, but I have no idea.
I know Cessare's assaulted people. I'm just fucking with her because I hope that hasn't actually happened, but I could see her punching a man just for fun.
Oh, I thought you meant groping. Just any
Oh
man
no, I
walking
could
by.
just see her kicking a shin and just running off. You know?
Oh,
what I
I'm
mean?
sure that's happened.
Yeah.
She disappears into a little hole.
Yeah, shin kickers, dude. Fucking A. Crazy.
There are some comedians in Denver who I find extremely funny.
Sure.
Who it doesn't translate here
Mm-hmm.
in the Springs.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you do well here? Do you?
Oh, yeah.
You do good.
Yeah. That's from being Midwestern and my
This cushion's coming all the way
Oh
up.
shit. That's from doing comedy in Kansas City. You learn how to appeal to both sides of the aisle, and I don't know, man. And also being Midwesterner, we're big on like just I guess being respectful, and so it's hard for me. I think a lot of times comics that don't do well here, I don't know. It's for a variety of reasons. I don't want to like pigeonhole it into one thing, but I think when you come off like condescending or that you're smarter or better, or that your ideas are better or whatever, it's not like relatable. You know what I mean? And I just want people to feel like included when I do stand up. Like,
you're a silly goose up there.
Yeah. But even if I'm being silly and off the wall or whatever, it's not in the spirit of like, I don't know. I think some of the shit, big city comedy can get a little too lofty or whatever. I don't know. I don't know how to say what I'm saying without risking offending like everyone that I know and love in Denver. But, there's just a certain element sometimes that, I could see why it's missing. It's just not like everyday shit. And when I say everyday shit, honestly, that just means like, the median experience, which is probably just like straight white, whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Regular,
right. I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can like kind of analyze it. I don't want to like say one's better or worse, but I mean, just for me, usually the shit I talk about is something that is an experience that we can all kind of. I try to do that. You know what I mean?
Speaking of that, I heard from a number of people, and I believe it is you. Prison Jeff?
Oh shit! Yeah,
I've heard about Prison Jeff from a number of people.
Oh, that's funny.
Can you
explain Prison Jeff?
I haven't seen Prison Jeff, but enough people have been like, "Oh, ask Jeff if he's gonna do Prison Jeff."
You know what?
That was. You think you've done multiple times or
this
one
was
time?
This was a one-off. It was. I think Joe McKenna and Lou Ferris had a show. It was. God, I forgot the name of the place, but it's in the Springs.
Oh, Trinity.
It's not Trinity. It was something else, and it was for a charity where the cats whose owners have died will find a way to relocate them.
I did that one. Yeah.
Okay. So the first one I just tried to do straight jokes, and it just felt the sun was still very much out.
Yeah, it's like at 5:30 p.m.
Yeah, it was a bunch of old people, and they just weren't feeling me, and that's fine. It's fair to them. I just wasn't translating very well.
Sure.
And then I just got this weird second win the second time, and I just stopped caring about the outcome of the show, of like the evening. And I had Lou. He was like, "You want me to bring you up with anything?" I was like, "Yeah. Tell him, hey, you seen this guy on BET and say Def Comedy Jam." And he took it further and said, "This guy, he's on work release. He just got out of jail. This is his first show since being in prison for 5 years. And we're very lucky to have him. Keep it going for Jeff Nelson." And like, I just went up there and just like leaned all the way into this like idea that I'm like a fucking hardened felon. I was like, look at this misdemeanor ass fucking piece of shit. Stupid fucking never lived a day in their life crowd.
The fundraiser for cats.
Yeah.
You stupid ass.
Yeah,
piece
no.
of shit ass.
I was
ass.
It was very like just I leaned into this dumb like I'm a hardened, criminal, and I'm here. You should be scared. I'm scary, and I'm not scary like in any way, but I presented myself as this guy who's been like, you have no fucking idea what it's like, no idea,
Did it go well?
It went amazingly well, dude. I don't know how it worked out, but I think it was just,
How long of a set was it?
It was like 10 minutes of me talking about jail and how fucked up my life is, and and how they could never understand and they don't know what hardship is. You know what I mean? And like They don't know shit about struggle or I just said all this.
Yeah.
All like that. I'm the most fucking criminalist fucking comic you've ever seen. And
Did you do like all that and then you're like, I went to prison for litter, or was it like no, double homicide or whatever it was? Because
I think I did make a joke. It was like it was for white collar crime. I fucking sold stolen copy machines or something like that. And but then I still just kept leaning into like, don't make you think I'm bitch because I'm not. You know, like it was like a very derailed. Like it was inappropriate. It should never happen again. But have you ever had a set where you like you don't know what the fuck, how this happened, but it just did, and we had our moment, you know what I mean? And so Prison Jeff, I mean, he's back in his cell, dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if
in the prison of your mind.
Yeah, I don't know if he can come out.
He's too vicious.
Nah, he's, you know, like you can only let him out, like I said, once he's done, he's back on that bus.
Yeah.
Back in the chains. He's got the Hannibal mask on, dude. Yeah. You can't.
A lot of swastika tats.
I would love to be brought out on a show like Hannibal Lecter on the rolled out. You know what I'm saying?
And then you're like, so the weather's crazy.
Yeah.
You just have like
can't even
most middle of the
weather.
road. You guys on Tinder? Anybody out there? Anybody out there on Tinder? Just
I love that, dude. Yeah, we need to make that happen. I mean, you and me or whoever's out there. If I could do your show.
I'm sure there's a gurney downstairs we can find that they use for kegs.
Is that what that? Oh yeah.
I guess a gurney's what they put like a hospitalized person on and roll them out. I'm thinking of
I don't know. Did they just
blue
put him on
collar.
a fucking dolly?
Dolly, yeah.
Hannibal Lecter on a dolly?
It's on a dolly.
It's just a little dolly. They put a man on
Put
there.
a couple belts around him.
Uh-huh.
And then where's a Party City nearby? Can I get to Party City before the doors open and buy you a hockey mask?
I want that for me, and I want that for humanity. You know what I mean? So if Prison Jeff
we could heal after that, then we would all come together.
Everyone can find something. If everyone can find a common enemy in me, then I think, yeah, we could bring people together. 100%.
Me and my wife during COVID didn't know. We moved out of our apartment and we're like, let's not just like get the next apartment that's whatever available. Let's like move in with your parents for like a couple weeks, look for apartments, find one that we actually like,
sure,
and then move in. Because we just like for 3 years just kept hopping apartments every year. Just like whenever the lease is up, we got to find a new apartment.
Yeah,
go there. So let's take the time. Look for apartments,
but not in this frantic state. Like actually look.
Let's take your time. So let's live with your parents for like 6 weeks while we look for apartments because they have a nice basement, whatever it is. And then COVID happened.
Ooh.
And then my wife was pregnant. And so then it was like, then we were there for 6-7 months.
Holy shit.
And that was something where we're all stuck at home. We're in the basement. And I thought, like, me and my wife are going to kill each other. We're cramped in together. Her parents are here. She's pregnant. She's chock full of hormones. She's throwing up every day.
Oh, man.
We're going to kill each other.
And you can't get away from her.
No.
Really? Yeah.
No, there's nothing you could do.
You can't even. Oh man, did you have walks? Did you do block walks? I don't mean to derail your story, but I could just see me doing that. Just be like, fuck. All right.
But the only reason, and we both agree that we're like we made it through that. Our relationship survived, and we actually did very well. Is we had the common enemy of your parents are driving us crazy.
Holy shit. Okay.
If it was just like me and her in an apartment, we probably would have like gotten at each other's throats.
That's
but the fact that your
so
parents
funny.
Here, all of our claustrophobia, all of our anxiety, all of our frustration, we could be like, your mom's driving me nuts. Or your dad's being so weird right now.
Dude, that's so
we
funny.
could just aim it all at them.
I don't know why he wants me to clean the fucking bathtub. I never use the bathtub. It's fucking bullshit, you know? Just at the tail end of any fight you two have, it's just like, fucking dad, man. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm sorry I'm so pent up right now. Your mom told me. And
then she could just talk about that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With take the hormones and steer them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And that's what we need as a nation.
Yes.
We need in-laws. We need whatever.
I'll see
the
what I
equivalent
can
of
do,
that.
man. I know God put me here for a purpose, and if it's to make everyone upset at the same thing, I'm willing to do it. You know
We've
what I mean?
never been closer as a country than when Sanjaya was on American Idol. Is that a reference anyone gets?
I don't, but I love that you made
Is
it.
that a reference?
Yeah.
When I was watching American Idol when I was 11, I think, there was one singer who was bad who kept making it through.
Whoa,
That's
that
all.
would make me
And
me
I think
mad.
as it didn't matter if you were a Republican or
And
a
that's when
Democrat.
people
you're
were like really conspiracy like, what the fuck is going on?
yeah. How is Sanjaya still making
What
it through?
pictures does he have? Is it he, she?
He.
Okay, what I don't know. Yeah, it's a vague. I don't know what the
Vaguely Indian.
I don't know. Sanjaya. It just sounds like I have to ask.
Sure.
Sounds pretty. So, but yeah, you're like, what pictures does Sanjaya have of Simon Cowell, or what the fuck is going on here, man? Yeah, bad.
Would
Yeah.
you ever do reality TV? Like Big Brother, anything like that?
No, because like in my last relationship, we watched a lot of reality TV,
Oh,
and
yeah?
like it was funny because it's very typical the trajectory of a guy getting engaged in this. Like the first episode of Love Is Blind, I was like, this is the fucking dumbest shit I've ever seen. These people are so shallow. I fucking hate this. This is everything wrong. And then, yeah, by the season finale, you pause like every 10 minutes to
talk
like,
about
yes,
it.
to talk about it.
Tabitha's such a heartbreaker.
Yeah. And I just don't know if I could be under that scrutiny, man. Like, and people on Twitter just bash the shit out of you for like, all the fucked off things you do to this partner or
Well,
whatever.
even some things that you don't do, but they just edited a reaction in to make
Yeah,
you
man.
look worse.
There was one girl who, have you seen Love Is Blind?
Yes.
Okay, so when they got to the altar, she just pulled this like switch on this dude that I forgot what it was, but he was just he had this like dumb like frat golden retriever energy where he just he didn't mean any harm, but he just says stupid shit.
Sure.
And she like dragged him to the fucking end of the block with just this like, you've manipulated me, you've gaslit me, you've destroyed my self-confidence.
And this is when they're supposed to like be getting
Yes,
married.
and I was like, what? I fucking to this. If I see her, man, I'm just gonna be like, what you did was fucked up. And
To
like,
Tyler.
yeah, how the fuck? You need help. You know what I mean? And
But is that one of those things where like she knows she's going to be on reality TV and she can make a big moment? So regardless if the guy was cool to her or terrible, she's
Well,
from
then
the
they do
beginning,
the-
I know I'm going to destroy this guy at
they
the altar.
do the reunion show, and she sticks to her guns and shit. You know what I mean? And here's another thing. I think in reality TV, like, I would be like reasonable, and I don't know if that's gonna work for reality TV.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I by this age, I'm too old to be just saying crazy shit on national television, like, it's because I like you that I don't want to get too close, or whatever the fuck. I can't say that. It's just not in me anymore. I had an age where it was like, I'm not looking for anything. I had that phase.
I love you too much to let you be my girlfriend.
Yeah. When you're like, wait, what? You fucking piece of shit. I just don't have it. It's gone. So I think the producers would be like, this guy seems like kind of level-headed. We've got to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to think that when I was younger, before I did stand-up or anything, like when I'm, obviously when I'm like 16 or whatever, before I did stand-up. It's a whole lifetime ago. It's 4 years
man.
ago.
Yeah, but a lot happens in those 4 years.
When you're 14, 15, 16, especially then, that's when like YouTubers just started like blowing up as like, oh, you could just do that as a job.
Yo, and then the fame bug hits you.
Yeah.
You're like, you're like, dude, I want to be that.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I could just be famous?
Yeah.
Oh. And then doing nothing to activate on that or work towards that, just be like, no, but one of these days I guess I'll just kind of be
I'll be
famous.
motivated one of these years.
One of
and
these
like, dude,
days.
once I get it all together, I'm going to fucking be so productive.
Yeah. But then I would be like, man, I should apply for like a reality show. And, I would just be so kind to these people.
That would be
And I'm
amazing.
like, all these people are so angry and so upset with each other. Why is no one being kind? I would
Yeah.
like to go on this show and be kind.
I love that.
They're actively not booking a kind young
Well,
man.
I've
that
seen-
defeats the point
Yeah.
of reality TV.
I've seen a lot of times in Love is Blind, the kind people are the ones who are talking to the main characters and trying to give them, hey, man, and they give them, like, reasonable advice. You don't see them in the finale. How the fuck,
No,
you know
that's
what I'm
not
saying?
interesting.
No, it's not interesting. So, I've seen a couple in Love is Blind who are, like, genuine, real
Solid people.
Yeah, but it's very few and far in between. Very few and far between. And then they probably, I think the one I'm thinking of in particular had this just extra thick layer of charisma and intelligence that, like, kept him afloat through all his reasonable decision making. You know what I mean? And, like, reasonable perspectives on things, and like, he's a G. I forgot his name, but yeah,
well, if he
dope.
ever listens to this, he's going to be brokenhearted that you forgot his name.
I know, but it's just, I can't.
Do you remember which season?
I don't remember any of the
Wow,
names.
You're not
of
even a
any,
real fan.
No,
You're not even a real fan.
it's fucked up though, because like I said, first time I watched that show, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then, we would have, like, spare moments, and I'd be like, "Yo, let's watch some Love is Blind," or or she'd be like, you haven't seen season 2, have you? I'm like, no.
You're definitely not 3 episodes deep, and you're like, no, I haven't been watching it without you.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
I would never do that.
Never do that.
Open it on your Netflix account. Don't open it on mine. Open it
It's
on
funny.
your Netflix
The
account.
heartbreaking. I don't watch it anymore because if there's this is getting too. But I'm just saying, if I don't have someone to talk about it with,
Right.
there's no.
Then it is just kind of sad and pathetic to watch people fall in love or fall out of love and just.
Yeah, man. I gotta watch that shit and eat and share ice cream. I can't just be doing it myself. Yeah, I can't do it. Now I watch. I don't know what the fuck I watch.
You ever watch Survivor? That's good reality TV.
No, I haven't seen Survivor. I don't watch shows, man. I'm a big movie guy. So, yeah, I'm not a big. The investment in my mind of what it takes to finish an entire show. It's funny because I waste a lot of time, like we all do.
Right.
But in my mind, I don't have time for that. But I'm just gonna watch that amount of time in, like, 10-minute YouTube videos instead. Not a well-produced, well-written show. I'm going to watch, like, here are the 10 fragrances you need this summer. And I'm going to watch every, like, 10 fucking 10 different versions of that.
I've watched so many TikToks about, like, here's how you upgrade your Nerf guns to have more PSI. I don't have a Nerf
Russell,
gun,
dude.
but I watch them like, that's good. That's good.
My
You
God,
gotta get.
I've never loved you or anyone more right now.
I watch so many
Why
of
does that speak? It's because I'm a 90s kid. That speaks to my heart so much, dude. Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
I love that so much, dude.
There's some good ones in there.
That's amazing.
They
Oh my
take
God.
it completely in half. They unscrew it. They put in, like, the plunger that you shoots the thing is like this long. So they get, like, you custom order a plunger that has more springs, more tension, bigger, and then you have to buy a capsule that goes into that, and then you can get sealants, little sealant rings to put in there to increase the, like, vacuum pressure when you shoot it out. So it goes from, like, pew to, like, an actual bolt that'll bop you
This
in the
kind
top
of brings
of
me to something I think that's funny in relationships. Like, has Lydia seen you watch these? Or
Yes.
Have you built any
No.
of them? Okay.
She just which is, I don't know if that's worse. I'm investing so much time in something I'll never participate in. It's just
Oh.
like, I'm happy that he's happy. You know, I like that he has a craft and a hobby.
There's so much of that in. I just think, I wanted to write a bit about it, but I do like, you meet a guy, he puts his best foot forward, right? You know what I'm saying? And like you're enamored with him. He's a solid dude, right? Cut to 2 years later, you walk in on the living room, he's got the gaming headset, and he's like, does anyone have any fucking rockets? You know, or whatever. And you just have to, like, that's my dude, I guess.
That's my boy.
Yeah, that's him. That's going to be, I let that guy inside of me. Yeah. That's it.
I have pregnancy scares with that man.
Right, yeah. That's the one. That I introduced him to my parents. Yeah, Nerf gun guy. Yeah.
No, she'll walk in on me and, like, I react
like it's a porn.
Like it's full porn. I tab over to pornography. I'm like, no.
No, babe.
Please,
I'm
no.
not researching Nerf guns. I'm watching porn.
No, it's I'm watching like Warhammer 40K figurines get painted.
Oh,
and
man.
then she comes in. I'm like, no, it's actually chicks. It's actually women with large penises.
No, it's a strap on. She has a strap on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's good. Give it to her. Yeah,
That's
she
good.
could tell. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like I said, like I don't know anything about. I do actually. Oh, I've never played Warhammer. I've never watched a Warhammer show. I've never played a Warhammer video game. There's Warhammer little figurines that you paint. Don't know anything about it.
Whoa, but
You
could talk Warhammer though.
I've watched 4-hour-long video essays about the different chaos gods of Warhammer, and there's Nurgle, and there's Celeste, and I'm like, I just had nothing better to do, so I learned all about Warhammer.
Yeah.
And that's just kind of where
And
I'm
no,
at.
and that's an applicable skill, man. That's
It's and again, it's like I could have spent that time like
I know.
doing anything else. Right now, me and my wife.
How many languages could you speak right now if you just you know what I'm saying?
We're going through the process of like getting certified to do like foster care. So there's a whole certification process. You have to take all these courses, all these classes, quizzes, all kinds of stuff. And she's working hard to go through the process. She's going through like the state regulation stuff.
Okay.
And then she'll ask me like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah,
And I'm like,
that's a tough one.
I know I need to finish that quiz.
Yeah.
However, this lady has a 4-hour-long video essay about how bad the Star Wars hotel was. And
Well,
and I'm 3.5 hours
Dude,
in. I gotta wrap up.
This is like, it's like the drive of our dads now mixed with just the stupid fuck shit. Like,
if this was 30 years ago, I would have built an old shitty car.
I'm saying, dude, my dad,
I
like,
put an engine in a Chevelle
Yeah.
or whatever.
my dad he's a certified pilot. He makes great like barbecue, and these are very like but he can build shit. Like he could, if you give him enough time, he could build this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I can't.
He had Warhammer energy. He just
That's
put
what
it
I'm
towards
saying.
a smoker.
Like real shit, you
Yeah.
know, like stuff that will enrich the lives of others or make himself better.
Yeah.
But
no.
I can tell you everything about the Rolling Stones, man. But you want me to change this tire? I gotta call my buddy, man. I gotta call my dad, dude. You know.
I tried to put drywall in a bathroom. I've watched videos. I understand the idea of installing drywall. You got to cut it with a razor on one end, break it on that so it breaks on an even cut.
Sure.
And cut it on the other end, and then I did that and it didn't quite fit right. So then I cut it just a little bit. You cut it just a little bit,
And now it's
but
too small.
you can't cut it just a little bit because it won't snap. It'll just break off.
Oh yeah, it does.
It just like crumbles.
Yeah.
But I still put it in because I only bought one sheet of drywall. So now it's just in. It's like half torn and frayed, but I haven't like taken the time to put mud or sand it or paint it. So it's just like, it looks like I took a sword and just cut a line in drywall. It's not a
Just
clean
katana
edge.
this shit. Yeah.
It's all crumbled and broken, but I'm like, I put it in. I'm not doing it again. It's so embarrassing.
Yeah, no.
And I did it wrong the first time. I'm not doing it a second time.
Yeah. I think the most manly thing I ever did, I had a deck staining business, but it was just because I had a buddy who knew how to do it. He was like, "You want to come make some money with me?" And then years down the line, borrowed my dad's power washer, never gave it back. But even that's kind of effeminate, you know.
Power, I imagine, to stain
Power
a deck,
washing it makes you feel like
it's coming back at you.
Well, yeah, you
it's
gotta
bucking
hold
ya.
this
It's
thing.
bucking ya.
It's very satisfying to clean. Like there's a pure it's like peeing on snow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. There's something that I don't.
Peeing the poop off the inside of the toilet.
What? Yes. Power washing achieves that same
Level of satisfaction.
that immediate. Yeah. I don't know what it is, man. So I will say, it's kind of manly, but other than that, yeah, I don't know. I work out.
Okay, you got that over me.
I mean, dude, I got vanity issues. You're married, dude. You don't gotta do shit, right?
Yeah,
You-
I've made life. Is that a manly thing to do?
I will say if you made life and you're taking care of the life you made, then yeah,
That's
absolutely.
true. There's a second part to it.
There's a second part.
There's a second
yeah.
part to the life.
I'd say that amount of
Anyone can make
responsibility,
it.
100%. But yeah, I'm at the risk of sounding serious, but yeah, that's a lot of responsibility, man. It kind of, I think I would be a great dad, but there is something like, to me, once that starts, a lot of other shit is like, unless your wife is like super supportive or making mad bank. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do fewer open mics and fucking stay around till
Open mics kind of go out the window.
Yeah, I can't stay out till 11 p.m. talking with Evan Joe about independent hip hop anymore, man. I just can't do it, dude. My kid's gonna be up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I've tried like explaining to my wife, like, hey, next Tuesday, I have to drive to Denver to do a 4-minute spot at Comedy Works for free to then drive back home.
Yeah.
Can you just take all the responsibility for like the next 6 hours?
Dude, bless her
Because I
heart,
have to
man.
go do 4 minutes unpaid.
Yeah, I will say, as much as men, we always just bitch about women or whatever, there's always a phone call like, I don't understand her, man, but what the fuck am I supposed to do? But, man, when they put up with that shit,
Yeah,
and they
she's the
let you
best.
live still, you
Uh-huh.
know what I mean? And they'll even ask, how was the show? And you're just like, man, I got to stay with this one. Like, this is incredible, because there's a part of me that would be like, if I heard that, I'd be like, well, that doesn't make any sense, does
Yeah,
it?
it doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't at all.
Yeah.
No, I did.
Sounds like you got a good one. That's good.
She's not bad. Let's see.
Yeah.
I got to open the doors here soon at the show. Where are we at tickets-wise? 30. Beautiful. It'll be a slow one. No,
30 that's fine.
to make up for her, I will, like, we went today and bought like $100 worth of gardening stuff. So that's like half the money I make from this.
That's good.
You get to blow.
There is a certain tit for tat
Yeah.
thing in a relationship where it's just like, yeah, even like down to movies or shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all right, we watched fucking, You've Got Mail.
Yeah.
And now it's
We
it's
watched-
time for Goodfellas. I'm sorry.
We
you know?
watched, 40 hours of people playing a Dungeons & Dragons campaign.
Yeah, and now I have to buy
can
you a
watch-
car.
Now
yeah.
we can watch all of Pride and Prejudice, because
Yeah.
I think that's also 36 hours.
Oh, yeah,
That's
man.
fair. That equals out.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
Hey, that's fine. Damn, Pride and Prejudice. I sat through one of those, and it was good, man. It was actually a good movie. The
Is that the
scene
one with
where
Mr.
it's the
Darcy?
scene where he walks through the fog or whatever. That's the one that you got to like get a towel if you're watching it with your girl. Like you, you know what I'm talking. You remember the scene? Like
Get her a canoe.
yeah,
because
yeah. Holy shit! Do we have insurance? Because this there's
We don't have
yeah,
flood
right.
insurance.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have
we
flood
gotta get
insurance.
a new couch, but
This is suede, bitch.
yeah. Fuck, girl. We couldn't put. I didn't. If I knew you were gonna do this, what the fuck? We could have kept the plastic on. But anyway. But yeah, man, that was a good scene, though. I mean, I could understand at that moment. I understood female wetness, because it happened to me. I didn't know I had a vagina until that moment, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta change my underwear. It's a good movie.
Well, I think that's where we have to end it.
I think so. I think so.
that's where we gotta.
I think
call
that's
it.
where we. Yeah. Absolutely. Do we ever toast mics?
Oh,
Like,
I toast
you.
mics as of 2 episodes ago. I've started
for real?
toasting the mics.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. Okay, cool. I thought I made it up, but no.
No, it's a fun idea. It's fun.
It's cool.
And it's a real harsh audio pop for the listeners.
Absolutely. That's what we want.
Sorry, Mom.
All right. Well, we're gonna let you get to running this show.
I got to open the doors. I got to take tickets for. Look at that line of people out there.
Oh my God, dude. This is why I do it.
This is why you do
People
it.
ask, how can you keep doing this, throwing yourself in this situation? I was like, dude, Pike's punk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fuck
Buy
around. tickets to the next show.
Thanks, everybody.
All right.
Jeff.
Thank you for the Sassparilla. It was a lot of fun.
All right.
All right, bye.
That's a crazy way to end it. Is I knew I had a vagina.